Welcome, everybody, to Circle Back to You. I'm your host, Jason Wilson. Today, we have Lyndsay Dowd, celebrated business coach. Welcome to the show, Lyndsay.
Thanks, Jace. Good to be here.
So, today, we're going to talk about some tangible things that leaders can do in order to change the culture and make their staff, their team feel better.
I love talking about this, Jason. This is such a hot topic. And you hear me talking about leadership and culture and, how leaders have to behave to make things better. And bad culture is a symptom of the disease. The disease itself comes from having bad leadership. So as a leader, some of the things that you can do, I really wanted to dig in on this. There's some tangible things that I want to give you that you can do that's going to change the way you're perceived, change the way your team feels, and really invite best practices, collaboration, improved results, more deals, all of that stuff. So one of the things that I've been really talking about a lot lately was, as a leader, have you ever asked your team, when was the last time you went to the doctor? And are you going to see your doctor regularly? That could seem like kind of a nosy question, but when you're coming from a place of heart and concern and health, we're all talking about mental health right now, right? There's a lot of conversation that people are saying, I need to make sure that you feel sound mind. I mean, we've seen what happens when people aren't taking care of their mental health, but you know what? Their physical health is just as important. And I'll tell you, very sadly, I had an old colleague that we both went to different companies. She's 57 years old. She just died. And this was a woman who wasn't taking care of herself. And as a leader, you're responsible to your people. So asking that question and coming from a place of concern and heart is such a good practice. It's going to be disarming and it's going to shock your people when you ask them, but it's going to really make you look good. Another one that I would say is, you have to come from a place of building trust. And if you have a combative relationship with your people, it's a very transactional relationship, you've got to start somewhere. And so a really easy place to start, I say easy, it's an easy question. However, when you ask this question, you are admitting to yourself that you don't know everything. And that's hard for a lot of leaders because you are supposed to be coming from a place of knowledge and experience. But that question is, how can I be the best manager for you? And when you ask that question, you're going to get different answers from everyone you ask. And those answers could be, I need more training, or I don't really understand my job, or I think I'm looking for a new job, or worse, they're a flight risk and they want to get out. But until you know the answer, you can't help them. You can think you know, but you might be really off. And some of them might need coaching. Some of them might want to role play. There's going to be lots of different answers. And it's on you to kind of navigate what those are. But you'll all of a sudden have a happiness gauge. You'll understand where your people really are. And hey, if they don't want to answer the question, you have a bigger problem. So you really need to dig in and you really need to understand what's motivating them. Have you been leading with intimidation and aggression or, domineering? Like, all of those are not great leadership qualities. You need to really build your power skills and create that psychological safety so people can speak openly and share feedback and collaborate and build new best practices.
Those are awesome tips. And I'm sure that my audience is going to benefit from those, and anybody else who's listening to this. Thank you so much, Lyndsay. Now, you have a workshop or workshops coming up. Tell us about those.
I do. We have a workshop tomorrow called Sell Me Your Story, and it's with my good friend, Ashley Pereira, and me. The two of us are running this workshop, and what we understand is we just went through the great layoff of 2023. I think more than 80,000 people got laid off. So we are targeting that audience specifically. And it is so important that you can articulate who you are and what your value is really quickly in a sound bite. And being able to do that is going to change you from just telling a story to being remembered. We want people to walk away from that conversation and be like, oh my God, I need that person on my team. So we've got a methodology, we've got some actionable tips, we've got some worksheets we're going to give you for stuff to do in the workshop and outside of the workshop. It's $67. It's at 12 p.m. Eastern. It's great. It's tomorrow. So be sure to sign up because it is filling up.
Awesome. So where can people sign up?
sellmeyourstory.my.canva.site. Got to register to sign up. Super, super simple process, but really looking forward to having a nice full class. So the second workshop that I'm doing is next week, and that is my LinkedIn Basics workshop. It's Hone Your Voice Using LinkedIn. And I can tell you that from experience, LinkedIn is an incredibly powerful tool. If you've only thought of LinkedIn as an online resume, you are missing out. And that's how I thought about it. And coming from a corporate background, I just went there when I was mad. So if I got passed over for a promotion, I was like, I'm going to look. And then I got lost and distracted. And then I just gave up. And I want to tell you, we're going to go through your profile from top to bottom. I'm going to show you all the points you need to pay attention to, ways to engage, and how you get noticed. And there's differences between the phone and the browser. So I'm going to take you through all of those too. It's a super fun interactive workshop. It's just an hour. It's $60. And that is at heartbeatforhire.com/workshop. So please sign up for that too. Would love to have you there.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Lyndsay. Ladies and gentlemen, Lyndsay Dowd. We will be back next week. Take care.
See ya.